Welcome back to Blueridge Homestead. We're going to be setting this grill top up for cooking on it. I am going to sand, clean off the oil, and hopefully get it slick enough we can slide an egg off of it. Got a new Blackstone culinary. It's the 36-inch 4-burner. Did really good on this one. Made a good deal, good score on it. Anyhow, you can see the difference in the colors. This is coated with an oil from the factory, and this is where I've wiped it off. So you want to definitely take that off when you unbox your Blackstone and get it all set up. Take that off, and what I'm actually going to do is this seasons the same way you would season your cast iron. So I am going to season this, but before I do that, I don't know how close I can get. The camera will pick up little, you see the little pores, all those need to be filled with seasoning in order for this to do right, because if you go crack an egg on here or a pancake or something, it might stick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean the oil off the rest of the way, and I'm going to start sanding it. I'm going to start it probably somewhere around an 80 grit and go all the way up to a 600 grit. And I'll determine what it looks like then. If I need to go further, I will. So just what I'm going to do. To take that oil off, I've just used alcohol and some of these shop towels. They come on a roll, just like so. And the reason I use these is they do not leave lint behind. And that's what I use when I do my cast iron. You can scrub them and they don't leave any lint. First pass, and that was with 60 grit, and I made quick pass over it just to get any rough spots that may have been on there. That really stripped her down too, so it's looking good so far. 160 grit. Between changing your sandpaper, either changing it to get a new piece or changing it to go to a different grit, I would recommend cleaning the grill good. I use a foaming cleaner because it lifts that sand and metal bits up out of the pores on the metal, and it allows you to clean it a little better. Starting the sanding with 320. After 2 passes with the 150, starting to get a little shine to it. It is really slick as it is. The slicker we get it, the better. It's really nice. sandpaper I got is a 320 grit, waterproof. So I'm going to try to do a little bit of wet sanding. So you just take a little water, pour it out there onto it, and then you set your sander on it. And you done wet sanding. Got some, that's metal and little bits of sand, maybe a little sandpaper on there. Most of it's still on the actual paper itself. I'm gonna clean this up before it sticks to it too bad with the sun on it. Once you get it to your desired smoothness, then make sure you clean it off really good. Any of that cleaner you may have used, the sand itself from the sandpaper, the little teeny metal pieces in there. This is pretty clean, but I always hit it with some alcohol again, and it really seems to bring it out. I can't tell you how smooth that is sliding over top of that. I wish I could show you, but it made a big difference from 30 minutes ago until now. So like I say, you want to clean it up, clean it until it doesn't have any dirt on your rag. So that's just a little bit. So I'm gonna go over that probably 2 more times and make sure I get all this. Once you do this, this is exposed steel. Water, dew, anything like that, and just a matter of a few minutes, it will surface rust. So you want to have a plan to get ready to start curing this as soon as you have this done. So preheating my griddle to really hot. I don't know what exact temperature it is, but it's hot. And I opted to get this Blackstone Griddle seasoning, and directions on a 36-inch is 3 tablespoons. After it's warmed up, dollop it on there, and you wipe it in kind of all across the griddle very carefully, and then you turn the griddle back on and let it burn. When it stops smoking, you let it cool down a little bit, and you repeat the process, and you do that 3 times. When I say it's hot, I mean it is hot. So I'm just using this kind of like one of those mops that they put the seasoning on with on your barbecue, and I'm just kind of mopping it in. When I get it all done, I'm gonna light her back up. Try not to let all your seasoning run out the back. Important to note that you're not supposed to leave this lid shut while this grill is running over 10 minutes.